backpack and a series of bags on the kitchen table. "I thought I was about to freeze my nuts off in the drive up to this place. Whatever possessed you to come out here?" Noah shrugged. "It's Luke's family home. The Nilsons have been here since the gold rush." "I see you're as chatty as ever, Noah," Dave said. "To be honest, I was expecting to see Luke. I didn't realize you were staying here too." "I live here. Luke didn't mention you were visiting when I saw him this morning." Noah poured 2 mugs of coffee. "Weird." Dave frowned. "Maybe the internet sucks up here as well as the weather." "Nothing wrong with the cold." "Can't argue with that. Ever since Afghanistan, I hate the heat." Dave shuddered and held out his hand for the mug of coffee. "When are you expecting Luke back?" Noah glanced at the kitchen clock that sat high on the mantelpiece. "Any time now. We've been moving the cattle closer to the house because we're expecting a snowstorm to come through." "Glad I made it then," Dave said. "What's for dinner?" Noah gave Dave a sidelong glance as he went to check the list on the refrigerator, which divvied up the household chores between the 3 of them. Since Luke's mom, Sally, had left for Texas to help her daughter Brina with her 2 young kids, the freezer and microwave were getting a workout. Luckily for them, Sally had left explicit instructions on how to cook everything. Slow-cooked beef in freezer. Heat in electric pressure cooker for 45 minutes. He could manage that okay. He got the cooker out, plugged it in, dumped the bag of prepared beef, veg, and stock into the pot, and set the timer. "Should be ready in about an hour." "Awesome," Dave said. "Okay if I use the bathroom?" "Sure." Noah pointed the way, and then went to check the cooker was doing its thing before pulling out his cell phone. Time to give his friends a heads up about what awaited them when they finally got home. Dave was right about reception being spotty up in the middle of the Plumas National Forest, and the inclement weather made it worse. Noah's cell beeped immediately as Luke replied. "What the heck? 5 minutes away." Noah refilled his coffee mug and contemplated setting the table before realizing he'd need to get Dave to move his stuff off it first. It didn't sound like Luke had been expecting Dave either, which wasn't exactly a surprise. From everything he'd heard about the guy, thinking ahead hadn't exactly been his strength. He was an excellent shot, though, and had once saved Luke's life, which meant he had to be tolerated. Noah was just about to check how much beer was in the fridge when a small cooing sound came from behind him. He tensed as he slowly turned to stare at the table where something was waving at him. He blinked hard and advanced toward the starfish-shaped little hand. What he thought was Dave's kit bag was actually some kind of carrier. "Dada!" Big blue eyes stared into his as he blinked like a fool. "Da?" "Hell no," Noah said rather more forcefully than the baby probably appreciated, because its lips started to tremble. "Hey, you met Junior." Noah jumped as Dave came up behind him and reached around to unbuckle the kid, who smelled really bad. Dave made a face. "Man, you stink, little dude. I'll need to change you right now." He handed the baby to Noah. "Hold on to him while I find the stuff, okay?" Even as Noah went to protest, the kitchen door opened, and Luke and Max came in and stopped dead. "Something you want to tell us, big guy?" Luke asked. "He doesn't look much like you, and I never saw Dave standing in for the stork." Dave laughed. "This is my kid, Sky. He's almost a year old. Aren't you, buddy?" "Someone had a kid with you?" Max asked. He was always happy to be the plain speaker of the group. "Like for real?" "Yeah, amazing, isn't it?" Dave grinned. "But it's kind of why I'm here." He took the baby out of a relieved Noah's arms. "Let me change his diaper, then I'll come back and tell you all about it." "It's like this.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.